he knows that, and he did say before the year, and he says something. He speaks. He's got like 12 sides of his mouth he speaks out of. But before the year, he said, "I want to be transparent. I want to be open." He said, "I'll be honest with you. Some days I do think about my free agency, and some days I don't. But I'm willing to talk about it all year long." And he has talked about it all year long. And you've made the case he enjoys the attention of the talk, right?
Do you understand what transparency means?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. So the Knicks 1 week ago today trade Porzingis.
Correct.
And clearly, any half-knowledgeable basketball fan would jump to the conclusion, aha, you have cleared the cap space to sign not one, but two premier free agents. And who are your top two targets? Well, obviously it would be Kevin and Kyrie, right? Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is the other guy in there, that number 2 up in Toronto? I don't know. But those are the two, right?
Yes.
That we all jump to the conclusion. And then what happens right on cue? Kevin Durant disappears after games. Kevin Durant is the most accessible to the media of all the Warriors. Every day, before and after every game, every home game, every away game, he is accessible, and he will just talk and talk. He'll talk your recorder full.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Wow.
He is tremendous.
And he has an opinion on everything.
Everything.
Oh, we playing basketball. It's not like the government shut down.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a comment about everything.
About everything. And he's talking about it. He wants to be Defensive Player of the Year. It's always something.
Yes.
He'll give you a story a day.
Yes.
Well, guess what happened for the last week? Radio silent.
Correct.
Every game, post-game, no Kevin at his locker. Well, what would you, is that suspicious behavior to
Very.
you?
Yeah.
Okay. So what would the media leap to the conclusion of? Uh-oh, something's up with Kevin and the Knicks.
Right.
Was he involved in the decision-making?
Right. And why would you, Skip, why would you even broach that? I don't know who traded Porzingis. I had nothing to, Skip, nobody thinks a player from another team has anything to do with a trade going on another team. We understand that, KD. But what you should have done is just carry on business as usual. And then maybe a week or two, if you want to shut it down, shut it down then. But not the week not the day the dude get traded.
Okay. Now help me out with this.
Okay.
What happened to the Golden State Warriors on the fateful night of November 12th? Something happened on the bench late in the game between Kevin Durant and Draymond Green.
Correct.
They got into it on the court that carried off the court onto the bench, and Draymond reportedly called Kevin the B word.
Yeah.
And said, we didn't need you in the first place.
Right. We won before you got here.
Correct. Bridge burned. Guess what happened after that? They lost 4 straight games and 5 out of 6. Have they made peace with it? Well, apparently it's pushed to the back burner.
Right.
Is it still simmering on the back burner?
Winning would do that.
Okay, well, it will. But the point is, any media member worth his press pass would have to know that Kevin's got a big new reason to leave, right?
Correct.
Is Kevin just trying to sort of muddle through the rest of this year and hope they can win it this time and then he's out of there?
Right.
Right? Is he going to be happy to just wave goodbye, put Draymond in his rear view, or maybe take a shot at him on Twitter as he departs, give him a parting shot? I don't know.
Right.
But it sure, wouldn't it set up for that? So isn't it just reasonable and logical for the media to wonder why Kevin dropped out of sight right after the Porzingis trade?
Yes.
He did this. He detonated it.
Right.
He caused all of this, right?
His own doing.
It's all his own doing. So I got to tell you, when I watched this rant, it felt, this is just me, and I don't know Kevin firsthand, but I know him secondhand really well, and I've watched him very closely.
Sounds manufactured.
It felt contrived. It felt a little over the top contrived, like he was waiting for his moment, like he'd already practiced. Okay, when they ask me a real basketball question, I'm going to drop the mic. I'm going to say I'm out of here, and I'm going to make a big dramatic departure, you know.
But Kevin,
come on.
Skip, he has to understand that the bigger player, the superstar that you are, the more questions are going to be asked of you. A part of that, and also the article, Skip, and I'm surprised you didn't go to this, about how he thought after he won the title and became Finals MVP, he would have overtaken LeBron.
Okay, I'm not sure that's what he's the maddest about, but that was an Ethan Strauss piece, I think, in The Athletic.
Right.
And he did single out Ethan in his rant, saying, you just walk around, I'm paraphrasing it, but he said, you just walk around here and you don't talk to anybody, and then he's effectively saying you're putting words in my mouth.
Right.
Well, those words are good words. I mean, I would expect that Kevin did think that.
I mean, I'm sure. That's only natural, Skip. If you're a top 2, 3 player, you beat the guy that was regarded as the number one. Automatically, you would think, Skip, okay, the torch has been passed. Because a lot of people thought with that shot, LeBron passed the torch to Kevin Durant.
Well, I thought that. I said that.
Yeah.
The next day.
But in most people's eyes, Kevin Durant can only pass LeBron if he goes somewhere that doesn't already have 2, 3 all-stars. He goes to the Knicks. He gets them to the Eastern Conference Finals. He gets them to the NBA Finals when they haven't been since '99. Because here's the thing, Skip. If he goes to the Knicks, he's automatically the best player in Knicks history.
Yep.
He can't, first of all, he can't be the best player in Golden State because Wilt was on that roster once. So you're never going to be able to do that. You're never going to be as beloved in Golden State because cute, cuddly Steph is on that roster.
Yep.
So this is what you're going to have to do. And Skip.
Also, I'm not sure Kevin is that lovable. There's something about him. He's always rubbing people the wrong way. Well, I just don't know. Even if he'd been the original, I don't know if he's that lovable.
What I'm saying, but if he had been the original, you could understand how people would gravitate to him more than, say, a transplant.
True.
Because that's how they view him. But Skip, does he understand how this media works? There's a reason why Kevin Durant can make somewhere between 220 and 235 because of the media, because of TV and the access that these TV networks offer.
No, you're right.
So that's how you get that, Kevin Durant. Kevin, I wish, and I'm sure you're not the only athlete that wish this. Wish they could just play football, play baseball, play basketball. You know what, Skip? I come to practice, I do what I do, I play the game, I go home. But as a great player, you know you don't have that luxury, Skip. No great player will ever have that luxury. It's a part of it. It's a part of you being a superstar. Because guess what, Skip? If nobody wanted to talk to Kevin Durant, you think Nike signing him to that $30 million shoe deal a year? No, Kevin. That's a necessary evil, bro. You making all them big bucks and no whammies. There's a reason why.
And yet, what did he do on the day before? He didn't just go straight home and forget about basketball because it was reported that he was reading a story in the San Jose Mercury News that was speculating about him wanting to go to the Knicks. And as people negatively responded to it, like, that's not true, he was liking all the dislikes, you know, of the piece. So he just lives on social media.
Too much.
Sometimes I think he gets defined by social media. And I would like to point out once again, for me, this all started on April the 2nd of 2012, when I woke up to a headline in the paper I grew up reading, it used to be called the Daily Oklahoman in Oklahoma City, now just called the Oklahoman, in which Kevin Durant had blasted me, his biggest fan on television. And his point was that I didn't know bleep about basketball because I was blasting his
counterpart,
co-star, you know, Russell Westbrook, for taking more shots than Kevin. It was driving me crazy because I was a Durant guy. And the little point guard is starting to shoot more shots than that guy, the 7-foot monster. It was wrong, I thought, and Kevin said I didn't know what I was talking about, and he took up for his little buddy, And I was the first one. That was in 2012. They were on the way, actually, to the finals. They lost to LeBron. It was LeBron's breakthrough, right? Yeah, that was LeBron. He took advantage of this baby.
Don't do that, Skip. But you also remember, Skip, his last year. You remember when they had OKC, when OKC had the Warriors down, a reporter asked him what he thought about Steph gave Russell the business. And KD's like, Russ, I got this. All the while, scheming, plotting, and planning on his exit strategy.
Okay. Well, starting in maybe 2013, I began to write on ESPN.com, this is ill-fated, this is finite, Kevin is going to leave Russell at some point when he gets his first opportunity. And he didn't force a trade. He was a free agent.
He walked.
Yeah, he walked.
At least I know a guy that gave you a heads up. I know a guy in New Orleans, he gave you the heads up. So you can get something for me. I ain't going to just walk out the door and leave you empty-handed. But that's not the
That's a very debatable thing that we should get into.
We're going to talk about that later.
I would like to get into that.
Kevin Durant keeps talking about trust, and I can't trust you guys. Like, this is the same Kevin Durant that ripped LeBron James. Said nobody wants to compete anymore. Everybody wanted to go link up, join up, form a super team. I just want to hoop. And lo and behold, Skip Bayless, what did he do? Go join the team of teams.
I think he wants to hit send a lot.
Yeah.
Right?
Needs too much.
Look, Skip, we see like marginal guys that will respond and go back and forth, but not superstars. Normally, superstars don't. That seems like you say, you always use that should be beneath him. That should be, dude, why am I responding to a dude that's on the couch or in his office or wherever he may be? Why am I responding to you? I'm Kevin Durant by any metric.
Heck, I say that to Shannon Sharp.
Oh, then I got
Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp, why are you responding?
Yeah, they love
You're in the Hall of Fame.
No, I'm in the Hall of Fame with tweeting too.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
But you're no longer Unc. Who were you?
I'm Walter today.
Walter.
Yeah,
I don't know if Walter tweets as much as...
I closed the Johnson merger.
You did?
Oh yeah, and Helen and
Then
I.
what are you doing sitting here?
Yeah, go hang out.
I guess, you know, I'm gonna jump on the G6 after
Busy
the show.
guy. Busy
I'm
guy.
gonna jump on the G6 skipping.
All right. Go to Europe or something?
No, I'm just going to the Hamptons for a
just
quick
to the
getaway.
Hamptons.
Okay. Well, come back to us
Next
when
week,
you're done with that.
next week.
Are the Lakers in big trouble if they don't get Anthony Davis today? So many rumors. We will tell you the latest. And don't forget,